Doctor Who Infamy of the Zaross, which is the first story inside the second volume of the Big Finish 10 Doctor Adventures. Big Finish are the people who do the officially Doctor Who audio dramas, and this one, like, the difference between, let's be honest, the big difference between volume 1 and 2 is simply just who's the companion. You know, the companion is in volume 1 Donna, and in volume 2 it's Rose. And I'm like, cool, great, I like Rose. And I really enjoy Beer Piper's Atray as Rose, and they got her back to Atray the character. I'm like, okay, cool. So I listened to this first story, and I'm like, there's stuff in here, there's moments that really strike through it. Them in the stories trying to explore this whole thing of fame and have a invasion, but also trying to do this whole thing about fame and internet culture, and how there are people out there who are willing to do, like, eat Tide Pods and set themselves on fire just for the clicks, and how much, internet fame they're going to trying to get internet famous. You got that whole aspect of things, and the message there, you understand what they're trying to go for. But the problem is with the story is, and Jackie's in it, and I was like, I missed the doctor's little marks on Jackie. It's like, yeah, of course she does. Good point. Yeah, that whole thing. But most of this is just very sloppy put together, and the villain plot doesn't make any logical sense. Again, the whole, it's not that fleshed out. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't, like, trying to do the whole thing, with the story X, Y, Z for ratings, seems just like, okay, just say that 6 billion times. So there's that. The dialogue sometimes is very weak, very absolute weak. Like, there's a Bruce Willis, like, all the Pocock references just didn't feel earned. With even having Jackie calling the Zaross Pumbaa, because they're kind of like the Sadoon, but they're warhawks, except rhinos. And Sam said Pumbaa is probably the way to go, but that didn't feel earned. And also there's a Bruce Willis and a Hugh Jackman reference, and I'm like, this doesn't feel wide. This is the dialogue of the. It's, I'm like, this is just, the dialogue just doesn't flow that well, and sometimes you're like, really? Because you have, like, the last one, like, Death and the Queen, that just felt like an episode, like an unlimited budget episode in audio form, that was probably a script somewhere that they were unable to use. Didn't use for that. That's what it felt like, with really good dialogue, all that. Well, this one just felt like just not a well done, put together, pieced together thing. The performances are great, but it's David Tennant and Billie Piper, playing these characters that they have played before. It's not that hard, of course they're great as those characters, so it's nothing that new to say about that. But it's just just kind of disappointed with this. Just off. It's not good. It's probably so far, knowing this, 6 volume. There's 3 volumes, and there's so there's like 9 of them. This is the weakest out of the 4 so far. So yeah, I'm not just not a fan of this one.